Hi, my name is Sarah Johnson, and I'm going to discuss sustaining our drug treatment court. Imagine watching the same person walk into your emergency department again and again. Maybe someone's son, someone's daughter, or someone who has lost their way because of addiction. As a previous emergency room nurse, I have experienced this heartbreak more ways than I can count. These are not just statistics, they are people who never got the help they needed to truly recover. Today I want to talk about something that can change one story, which is the Dickinson County Regional Drug Treatment Court. This program gives people struggling with addiction a real chance at recovery instead of sending them right back into a cycle of jail, ER visits, and relapse. Currently, our community faces a serious challenge. Iowa continues to experience the ripple effects of the opioid epidemic. In 2022, there were 237 opioid-related deaths in the state. This number is just slightly down from 258 the year before. This does not even begin to cover alcohol-related deaths. While that might look like progress, the reality in rural communities seem like ours is very different. Treatment resources have been shrinking. With Compass Point, a rehabilitation center, closing earlier this year, there has been an even bigger gap in local recovery options. Drug court is one of the last structured, accessible programs in the area. But here is the problem. The only funding currently comes from the opioid settlement dollars, and when the money runs out, so will the program. Drug treatment courts are not just feel-good programs, they are evidence-based. Research shows they lower relapse rates, reduce reoffending, and save communities money compared to incarceration. They give people structure, accountability, and most importantly, hope. When people get the support they need, they are less likely to return to the ER, less likely to end up in jail, or overdose. These people are more likely to rebuild their lives and families. My main message is simple. We need stable, state-supported funding for the drug treatment court. The state should invest in full-time staff and ensure the program does not disappear when the settlement funds dry up. This is not about saving money. It is about saving lives, protecting families, and improving community safety. In conclusion, the opioid epidemic is not a distant issue. It is here, in our emergency departments, in our neighborhoods, and our families. Drug treatment courts give people a fighting chance to break free from the cycle of addiction. I am asking our community leaders and state policy makers to step up. We need them to prioritize funding, protect this program, and give a pathway to recovery that actually works. At the end of the day, every statistic is a real person who deserves a second chance.